July 27th, 2021. All right, so now here's the story that the humans tell themselves in this broken. They say around 1950s and 60s, after some baby boom of white kids that were over here, they had some kind of war in a place called Vietnam with all the other white meat with the problem in its eye. And somehow they sent all the good breeding white men, respectable ones, all the good white kids, not the whatever, because none of that existed, over to Vietnam, and then they slaughtered them. So now I'm in a deficit of good, respectable, handsome white people in my area of America, North America to be exact, just below Canada, in New York. Then there's something called a Russian Federation. I'm going to assume, since my name spells Russia and it's my namesake, that they look like me. This kind of eye, this color skin, Russian Federation. They used to help with the food distribution and have naval ships and all sorts of stuff. There's been a whole lot of quiet stuff going on, and I don't really get much of it. I can just see my world changing. So, if the Mexicans say they have a federale, now, if they wound up doing the same thing that the shitbags in Vietnam did and slaughtered all the white kids down in Mexico that were doing like Royal Guard duty, then does that mean the federales are now a national guard for themselves? Are they working with the White Russian Federation anymore? Because it looks to me like in New York in this 20th century that they've pushed up north and they're now infiltrated the entire northeast coast of America, of the United States of America, USA. I look at the sports catalog of like track and field, the swimming today, water polo, all sorts of sports, football, baseball. Well, baseball not as much, but football, and a whole lot of other sports. And I'm like, why are they all black? Like, what happened to the white kids? Why aren't they giving them like $1 million sports contracts for doing nothing? Just curious. So, and then I'm watching the TV and I'm watching the commercials and I'm watching there's like, what happened to the fucking white population? I'm just curious, all area dumb, fucking, and useless. In case they're all hiding in a country somewhere and like are like leaving me here to just fucking rot and forgot they had like a white sibling somewhere. So how does that work? Just Zico here, Xico. Linda tells me yesterday, I'm like, Lynn, who's your narco? Narco. And she's like, what? She's like, no, the phone systems are Cisco, Nicole. Cisco. I'm like, yeah, Lynn, got that, but who's the narco for your Seco? Or your Cisco? She's like, what? What are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, right, I forgot. You're the one with the bad connection to, like, the environment. You don't get anything that's actually real. You're in that twisted torsion script of, like, no, it's okay. We'll keep fighting for all the wrong color, even though our own people are disappearing and, like, with no trace and nobody's got answers. I mean, I look around and I'm like, one, maybe two, maybe three white guys, maybe three, 2 to 3, maybe. And mostly they've been damaged, their sun damaged. they're confused as to whether their tan qualifies them for white or not. I'm like, yeah, if you left like boots on your feet when you went out every day with shorts on, would your feet look like somewhere like around this color or this color? Then you're white. Just saying. I mean, that's the good old test of the alabaster foot. I mean, the Irish will stick up for you. All right, hold on. Since now, like, there were Greeks, then the Greeks turned into whatever. They're telling me my Russians are dark. I'm like, wait, what? Who's changing the story? I'm not having it. The word history, it's his story, HIS, it's the High Imperial Master story. And then it's past, PAST, that's the pastor, PASTOR. Oh my God, yes it is. That would be high ministry. So he sets the story and he gives his field people safety instructions. What I don't understand is why are the civils and the civics villains? I mean, it says villain. It says CI and villain. That's civilian. I know they're villains. I can see them every day. They make me ill and sick to my stomach, what they've been up to. I'm Nicole. It's victory in Greek. It's secret code for victim at this point. Because I've got civic duty that I'm up to in reporting. Like, what the hell is going on with the TV? I want to try and get the news programs this morning. It was really, really painfully aware. Every time I turned the channel, it was another program where everything changed colors. The commercials changed colors. The people changed colors. I'm like, what the? How did we get to this? I mean, it's on everything. And I just remember my mom saying, "Are you guys finished yet?" This is what most of New York looks like. This was not the majority in the 70s. It just wasn't. This is spiritual warfare. We've lost, like, I don't know, 5 to 7 members of our family in a span of a year and a half. Good. I mean, here's the thing. You fucking led us off to slaughter, killed all of our breedable men, left us at a deficit for the 70s, 80s, and 90s, while they had baby boomers and all of theirs stayed alive and keep breeding. Do you know if you do exponential math, I mean, who goes first? The majority. The majority that survived that attack, because we are so far off kilter on numbers and management. It's disgusting. And then nothing gets done. I have a machine bed setting for Zodiac that I need to get to for environmental and weather purposes. WEATHER. It's WHETHER as well. I haven't been able to even get to that because all these dumb shits are more fucking important and now they're in larger numbers. At what point do you stand with your back up against the wall and an AK-47 and take care of some of this and like clean out the closet? Do we really need this many athletes? No. Do we really need to be paying people to kick a ball? No. I mean, it's better than having them in a laboratory, but you don't seem to want to take those out either because you're like, wait, how will I get medicine? Same way you always get medicine. Just do the right thing and they'll take care of your people, stupid. I mean, it's like star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's July 27th, and the year's 2021. I'm Centurion, Century 19, year 78. I have prior appearance in the 1600s and others, but I'm not putting symbolic gesture on it because humans are not that important or significant, especially in this day, age, and era. I belong in high circus, yet I'm doing circus freak work with an umbrella for my hand count of how many might be somewhere that still even remember I exist.